Welcome to Atlanta, where dreams are born and opportunities await. In the heart of this vibrant city lies Royal Court Motors, a haven for car enthusiasts and seekers of incredible deals. Today, we invite you to step into a world where passion, ambition, and tragedy intertwine. Meet Courtney Owens, a remarkable woman who, alongside her partner, Stoney Williams, built an empire from the ground up. Together, they were a force to be reckoned with, a power couple on the rise. Their car dealership was more than just a business. It was a symbol of their dreams and aspirations. With their unwavering determination and commitment to excellence, they carved a niche for themselves in the competitive automotive industry. But beneath the glittering surface of success, darkness lurked. One fateful day, as Courtney diligently attended to her paperwork, a masked intruder crept into the dealership, forever changing the course of her life. This mysterious figure, driven by greed and deceit, extinguished Courtney's light, betraying the very person she loved and trusted. Snellville, a close-knit community in Georgia, mourned the loss of one of their own. Courtney Owens was more than a devoted mother to her 12-year-old son. She was a friend, a sister, and a daughter with a heart of gold. Her memory lived on in the hearts of those who knew her, a testament to the impact she made during her time on this earth. Courtney and Stoney shared not only a personal relationship, but also a deep professional bond. Together, they championed their business, Royal Court Motors, bringing joy and opportunity to countless individuals in the metro Atlanta area. They didn't just sell cars, they empowered people with bad credit, matching their down payments and making dreams come true. Customers were captivated by Courtney's warm smile and Stoney's unwavering charisma. No credit, no problem. At Royal Court Motors, all you needed was a down payment and a driver's license, and they would take care of the rest. From BMWs to luxury vehicles, they had it all, ready to fulfill every customer's desires. Courtney's life was tragically cut short on that December day. The police arrived at the scene, greeted by the chilling aftermath of violence. The community was left in shock, struggling to comprehend how such a senseless act could occur in their midst. The investigation began, and as details emerged, the truth grew darker and more disturbing. In her final moments, Courtney uttered a name that would send shockwaves through the community. Wesley Vickers, the man she identified as her assailant, became the focus of the investigation. However, the web of betrayal extended even further. The authorities uncovered a shocking revelation. Stoney Williams, Courtney's own partner, had orchestrated her murder. Stoney's thirst for power and control had consumed him. Driven by greed, he had allegedly hired Wesley as a hitman, promising him a substantial sum of money to silence Courtney forever. Their plan was elaborate and calculated, with Wesley posing as a robber to mask the true motive behind the crime. But fate intervened, and Stoney's plans went awry. As Courtney took her last breath, Wesley intended to double-cross Stoney, eliminating him and claiming the remainder of the payment. However, Stoney was absent from the dealership, evading Wesley's deadly intentions. As the investigations into the heinous crime deepened, law enforcement agencies were determined to bring Stoney, the main suspect, to justice. His face, once a symbol of success and achievement, now haunted the media and sent chills down the spines of the public. Urging citizens to assist in his capture, the authorities spared no effort in their pursuit. Stoney was no ordinary criminal. With a knack for assuming multiple aliases and concealing his whereabouts, he proved to be an elusive target. Despite the tireless efforts of the police, he seemed to slip through their fingers time and again, leaving Courtney's grieving loved ones in a prolonged state of agony. The media coverage surrounding the case was relentless. Images of Stoney's face adorned newspapers, television screens, and online platforms. Every lead, no matter how small, was diligently followed up by the investigators. The public was urged to come forward with any information that could help track down this dangerous fugitive. Months passed, and the community yearned for closure. Finally, a breakthrough. The authorities apprehended Wesley Vickers, the man responsible for Courtney's murder. Under interrogation, Wesley revealed the truth behind the heinous act, implicating Stoney Williams as the mastermind behind the plot. The evidence against Stoney began to mount, painting a picture of a man driven to commit the ultimate betrayal. With Wesley's full cooperation, the police painstakingly pieced together the intricate details surrounding the crime that had unfolded at Royal Court Motors. It became apparent that Stoney, a cunning and ambitious individual, had harbored a sinister motive rooted in his intense desire for complete control over the company. He saw Courtney, his business partner and co-owner of Royal Court Motors, as an obstacle, preventing him from realizing his vision of expanding the business on his own terms. Stoney's twisted mind convinced him that the only way to overcome this obstacle was to eliminate Courtney. The extent of his obsession with power and dominance became increasingly evident as the investigation progressed. He had meticulously planned every step of the crime, taking into account the potential risks and devising a meticulous strategy to execute his dark intentions. Wesley, a close associate of Stoney's, had found himself entangled in this web of deceit and malice. But as the pressure from the investigation mounted, his conscience got the better of him. Realizing the gravity of the situation and the heinous nature of the crime, Wesley decided to cooperate with the police in their pursuit of justice. Thanks to Wesley's cooperation, the police were able to uncover vital evidence, unravel the complex series of events, and bring Stoney to justice. The case that initially appeared baffling and inscrutable gradually came into focus, revealing the dark underbelly of Stoney's motives. As the trial unfolded, Stoney's true nature was laid bare for all to see. His lust for power and control, coupled with a willingness to resort to violence, showcased the depths of his depravity. The court system, with the weight of the evidence against him, delivered a just verdict, ensuring that Stoney would face the consequences of his malevolent actions. The trial that followed gripped the city as the truth unfolded in the courtroom. Friends, family, and members of the community watched as Stoney's carefully constructed facade crumbled under the weight of the evidence against him. His charismatic charm and once respected reputation faded away, revealing a cold and calculating individual capable of unimaginable acts. The trial of Stoney Williams came to a dramatic conclusion as the jury delivered their verdict, a unanimous, guilty decision. The courtroom erupted with a mix of emotions as the community held their breath, anxiously awaiting the outcome. Finally, justice had been served for Courtney's tragic death. Stoney Williams, a man once seen as a pillar of the community, had been on trial for the brutal murder of Courtney, a young woman beloved by many. The evidence presented during the trial was damning, painting a vivid picture of his guilt. Witnesses testified to his violent history, providing chilling accounts of his abusive behavior and controlling nature. Forensic evidence linked him directly to the crime scene, leaving little room for doubt. As the guilty verdict was announced, a wave of relief washed over the community. For months they had followed every twist and turn of the trial, their hearts heavy with grief for Courtney's untimely demise. The verdict brought closure and a sense of justice, allowing the healing process to begin. The sentencing phase of the trial followed promptly, and the judge handed down a sentence that would ensure Stoney Williams would never harm another soul. Life in prison without the possibility of parole. The weight of his actions had caught up with him, forever severing his ties to the world he had once sought to conquer. The community, though scarred by the tragedy, found solace in the outcome. They could finally begin to move forward, remembering Courtney for the vibrant and caring person she was, rather than the victim of a heinous crime. They would hold her memory close, honoring her spirit and finding strength in the resolution of the trial. While the guilty verdict couldn't bring Courtney back, it offered a glimmer of justice for her family and friends. The community rallied around them, providing support and reassurance that they were not alone in their grief. But while justice was achieved in the courtroom, the void left by Courtney's absence could never be filled. Her memory remained etched in the hearts of those who knew her, her kindness and generosity forever remembered. Snellville and the greater Atlanta area united in their grief, supporting one another and vowing to honor Courtney's legacy by continuing her spirit of compassion and resilience. Royal Court Motors endured the storm, standing as a testament to Courtney's unwavering dedication and the indomitable spirit of the community she loved. Though her physical presence was no longer there, her legacy lived on, inspiring others to chase their dreams and embrace the power of unity. Today, as you walk the streets of Atlanta, you may catch glimpses of Royal Court Motors, An enduring symbol of triumph over tragedy, it stands as a reminder that even in the face of darkness, the human spirit can rise, determined to create a better tomorrow. So, welcome to Atlanta, a city where resilience shines bright and the memory of Courtney Owens continues to ignite hearts with hope and the belief that justice will prevail.